the final project, what it entails with it. So I'm going to go item by item, step by step. So without further notice, I know we didn't go with the newsletter. Let's go with the newsletter right now. Here we go. That's your newsletter. What is going on? Some just have a multiple screens, so just let me know if it pops in or not, okay? So what is going on? First one, every single Monday, we're gonna go with the newsletter. If we don't go over in Mr. Phillips' class, then we can go over here, okay? Just like we did today, okay? So what's going on? Let's see. Once we log up with the previous class, I'll be logging in as soon as possible, probably quarter till, okay? Memorial Day, don't forget, it's Monday, next Monday, May 25th, so there's no class Monday, right? That is next week, correct? Monday, Memorial Day, no class, don't forget. So you got a 3-day weekend from school. There's your holiday calendar, summer break, and we're looking at to hopefully coming back July 3rd. That's June 29th is probably your last day of this block, and hopefully everything will go back somewhat normal, and we can go back on campus after this block is over with. That's what I'm looking, that's what I'm hoping, and that's what we're all looking forward to. I wasn't made to be sitting behind a screen and a desk and a computer. I was made to be hands-on. Right, Mr. Chubbs? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Again, if you guys having trouble paying rent, that's where to go to. That's the website to ask for assistance. Okay, portal issues, that is the number. Contact Zendesk, 877-224-8576. You must be able to be logging into your portal and also utilize your email, school email address, because I'm going to be shooting you guys a whole bunch of information. Okay. What else? Announcements, again, check your email daily on a daily basis, because again, once that email says we got the green light to go, you better be ready, right? Be a heads up, okay? What else? Again, just good housekeeping, how to protect yourself. Don't breathe or cough into anybody, sneeze into anybody else too. Do wear your mask. I haven't gotten used to that idea yet. I walk into the store the other day and they're like, you got to go back. I'm like, fuck, forget the mask. Forget the mask, okay? I don't believe in wearing gloves to go to the grocery store. That's more of a contaminant, but that's my personal opinion. Everybody has, their own thoughts about it, okay? If you do have I guess you guys don't have a lab class this block, but if you do, that's where to pick it up and what time, okay? Just a little side note here, Clorox bleach, dish sanitation ratio. How do we, if you don't have any quad sanitizer, then the best thing to do is Clorox bleach. So grab a little, if you don't have a teaspoon, grab the cap of the Clorox bleach, pour some bleach on it, and pour that into a gallon of cold water. That's your concentration, okay? So you know that from 101 Foundations. Online standards, again, uniforms. I do have my earring off. As you can see, I don't have it on out of respect. And also, I got my hat on. I don't believe not being into class without my hat on my chef's coats, right? I do ask the same. I know Mr. Victor said he doesn't have his coat. White t-shirt is fine, okay? What else? Mr. Jamil Hooper and Ms. Ann Derrick, they're your two best friends you'll ever have when it comes to externship and finding a job. Do contact them, okay? Because post jobs right now is picking up speed. There are approximately 150 jobs in the Austin area as of Friday. So it looks like we're gonna go back to normal pretty soon, okay? What else? Look who's hiring, okay? Cherrywood Coffee House, located at 1400 East 38th and a half Street in Austin. Not too far from campus. Looking to fill prep line cooks, even in mids positions. You can find the opportunity on poached jobs. UT Golf Club, also too, is located at 2200 University Drive. Also looking for professional candidates be considered, right? Disney is going to be doing online recruiting Tuesday, May 19th. That's what, tomorrow, right? 10 a.m. Wednesday, 20th, 2 p.m. Thursday, 21st at 3 p.m. Okay. Just for the fun of it, are you applying for a waitress? Hostess, get it? What a great joke. We had a great fun. Quote of the week, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. And that is true. Once all said and done, there's much to be learned from this pandemic that just what we're going through right now. Okay. Trivia, food for thought. Okay, food for thought, guys. Native to both Europe and Americas. Today, this fruit is cultivated in the U.S. from Alaska to Florida, but is rarely cultivated from seed. The U.S. produces 75% of the world's crop, and it is an important crop in Canada, Australia, Japan, and in parts of Africa. Its name is very old, dating back to at least 1000 AD. Many theories, but none really knows for sure how, why, and where its name originated. The Romans valued it for its supposed medicinal properties, such as healing loose teeth, treating stomach problems. What else? This fruit is somewhat scarlet in color and is 90% water. Contains more vitamin C than equal weight of lemons and oranges. I know somebody got an answer, right? James, Andrew, and Emma. C. Anybody else?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. We got a B, a C. Another C. Anyone else? We got another C. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C's. Another C. Pomegranate. 90% water, right? Final answer. Anyone else? All right, I guess we're going with C, right? Pomegranate. Majority of the crowd speaks. Lo and behold, it's strawberries. Almost got it. Almost got it. Okay. Almost had it. All right, with that said and done, let's go over where we at? Here we go. Okay. All right, class. Welcome to Entrepreneurship. Like I said, this is going to be somewhat similar to Restaurant Ops. Here's your 6 weeks overview. We're going to be talking about ethics this week, not just day one. Okay. So entrepreneurship. Okay. First and foremost, every Monday newsletter. Okay. And this is a little bit of my introduction, where I come from. Yes, I am from Long Beach, California. That's my home. That's where my family is, and I miss him. I get homesick once in a while. Okay. I am a graduate of the CIA in New York, 98, a long time ago. Professional background, executive chef at Lakeway here in Lake Austin, Providence Crossings, retirement commuter in Round Rock, the hospital in Oklahoma City, Langston University, Sodexo operated in Langston, Oklahoma. It's about an hour and a half north of Oklahoma City. Historical Black College, also a place to work. Executive Sue in Chateau Lake in Branson, Missouri. What else? I was here, Lakewood before I left. I was sous chef at Tarrytown House. What else? Gamma at Long Beach Convention Center. That place we did about 7,000 in banquets. It was sit down 3-course lunch meal, 7,000. We clock in at 12 o'clock midnight, and we went all the way then to 2 o'clock the next day because I had to clock out, walk across the street, and go my regular part-time job with no sleep. With the same one, it was same time I was working at the Sheraton Long Beach, right across from the convention center. I was the lead dinner cook at Disney. Yes, I used to work for the Mouse in California. Rounds cook at the Queen Mary. That's where I started. Those are my stomping grounds. I was there for about 7 years. Long Beach Convention Center. Before that, for the Summer Olympics in '84, that's where I got my foot in the door as far as kitchens, right? Some words here and there. Okay. So entrepreneurship, attendance, on time with your chef's coat. Again, if you don't have it, wear the white t-shirt. Professionally in manner invisible. We went over that last class. Again, wear the white t-shirt. Okay. I know you have some issues with your screen, Mr. Jesus. So if you can somehow make that possible so we can see you, right? What else?
I'll do my best.
No problem. Professionalism, zero tolerance for vulgar language. You might hear me say pho, right? I'm actually using the word, the letters P-H-O like in pho, right? Get it, pho? Got it, okay. What else? Homework, do your homework as soon as possible, don't wait. And that homework includes your, I might give you, yeah, Rick James. I might give you some videos to watch overnight. and request for you guys to send me your notes on email, or then we're gonna chat and discuss them on the next day in class, right? Participation, okay? Participate as much as you can. You got to maximize those points, okay? What else? Closing at the end. I'm going to leave it open for the next 5 minutes after we end the class for any one of you guys that might have a question to ask. You're more than welcome to ask at those 5 minutes, and that will leave the lecture, and this video will be recorded and uploaded to the portal. Got it? Okay. So grading. Next. Okay. Visible, 25 points. If you're not visible, you don't maximize your points. Chef's code, if you don't have one, if you can get one, like Mr. Victor said, then a white t-shirt, okay? That's 25 points off the top. Preparation, you're gonna finish your homework assignment and then turn in, ready for discussion, that's another 25 points, okay? So if I give you homework, let's say I'm gonna say, here's the video to go watch, give me your thoughts about it, or knock out the reading assignment on the portal and it's done. I don't have to go in and put zeros because I don't like to put zeros. That's 25 points. Participation means getting involved in the daily lecture, adding comments, even through chat, okay? Yes, fudgesicles, the fud, with the family, right? All those things, right? Instead of cussing. Anyways, participation, 25 points. So I do encourage you guys to participate, okay? Total for the day is looking for 100 points. That's you maximizing. I don't take away points. You build as you go. Okay? I don't believe in taking away points. I believe in you maximize your points individually. Okay. If you're not here, you're absent. And but that means, I'll keep an eye on who logged in. I'll, take attendance at the beginning of class. I'll look who's here at the end of class. And if you're not here, then you will know on your grade. I'll write on the bottom of your grading rubrics, absent, you will get 0 points. If you happen to come in late, okay, and I know you were here and we talked to you and you participated, and I have you in attendance, but I have you 0 grades on the rubrics, then get with me. I will fix that and give you credits for participating, okay? Right? Okay, sometimes, it'll take me about a week or so to get to know you guys, okay? Once I know you guys, I can automatically see you all and mark attendance, and we'll give you grading at the end. If you happen to leave the class before the time is over, hey, chef, I got to go. I got to feed the cat, the goldfish ran away, whatever the case is, let me know, and then you will get your credits until that point. After that point, then, you're gone. Okay.
Excuse me, sorry, what, the goldfish ran away?
Yeah,
Sometimes it just be like that.
The goldfish ran away, the hamster flew out, flew away, right? So if you're not here, then you're absent, okay? That's how the grading works. Okay, guys? I don't take away, you build as you go, okay? What else? Here's all about your final project. We're gonna probably be talking about this quite a bit here today. So your final project is your concept summary, okay? You're gonna have a SWOT analysis, your strengths, weaknesses, and other threats. And I'm gonna go over what that means and what that looks like. You're gonna have a complete menu of your choice with the following: 5 of each, 5 starters, 5 mains, and 5 desserts. If you're in the pastry program, you can also have the same concept, but it can be all pastries, like maybe muffins, maybe you throw a smoothie here and there, but it's got to be 15. And all those 15 got to be appropriately laid out with fonts, borders, backgrounds, pictures if needed, logo of your concept, name and possible location, everything priced out, all recipes costed out, and no more than 30% of food cart percentages, okay? Forecasted daily sales revenue per scheduled meal service, forecasted weekly sales, okay? Forecasted weekly labor assumption schedule with front and back of the house staff, including manager and chef. Note, may create a slideshow or video to be attached to the final project. Startup cost, you're gonna go see the restaurantstore.com to build your startup cost. If you walk into a brick and mortar restaurant, you're gonna walk into an empty building. You're gonna have to have ovens, sinks, stoves, dish machines, refrigerators, freezers, mixers, all the small wares, everything you can possibly imagine in your kitchen. If you're thinking of having a food truck, take a look at the food truck. You get an empty shell for a truck. You're going to staff it up and you're going to fill it up with all the equipment you need. Ovens, fry litters, grills, flat tops, griddles, smallwares, trash cans, trash bags, gloves, hats, sandy buckets, towels, tongs, spoons, whisks, ice cream machines, whatever you want to have in your project. You're going to take a look at that and start filling it in and start building your concept. Okay. Revenue assumptions and your final labor and P&L statement. That's your profit and loss statement. Goal is to take home 20% for the bottom line profit. Okay. So that's the final project. Your final project is worth 20 points of your overall grade. Okay. It's going to take time. Those of you guys who took restaurant ops, how long did it take you guys to cost your recipes?
Way too long.
Last day of class.
It took some time, right?
Took a while. She even told us, like, right when the first day, she said, think of like what you want for your, like what you think you want for your menu.
So you got to think about the menu. You got to think about your concept. You got to write the menu. It has to be on a canva.com or postonmywall.com. But there's another app too you can utilize to build your menu and then print it. And not maybe print it, put it on a slideshow you made. Okay. So it is a lot, but you have 6 weeks for your project. Now, this class is only an hour and a half. It's not 3.5 hours like restaurant ops. It's going to fly by really quick. You're going to have time to work on your projects. I would say week 4, going to start working on your project. Week 5, definitely. In week 6, we're going to finish. So we're going to split the class. Half of you guys will go on what is it, day 28 on week 6, and half of you guys will go on day 29 on week 6. Okay, we'll split them up because you guys are going to present. That means you guys are going to send me your project, share it through Google Docs. You're going to share it. I'm going to put it up on the screen, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah, Mr. Daniel, you got a question?
Yeah, Chef, I got a question for the people that is we're ready to the class, like restaurant ops. Do we need to keep the same concept or can we change it?
You may keep the same concept as you have it, but in knowing Chef Lindsay's, sorry, that's my dog. Sorry, knowing Chef Lindsay, you probably have 9 items on the menu. I'm asking for 15. Okay, so you're gonna have a little bit more to do than the restaurant ops, but you may use a project. All you have to do, transfer all that information to the final. Sorry guys, I got my mud over here. Probably gonna set off. I had a squirrel, saying whatever not. Anyway, you can use it, but you got to transfer all the information because I'm going to send you a lot of information. That's why you better check your need to check your email, school email address, your school email, because I'm going to send you a whole bunch of information. I don't know who you guys had. If you guys have Chef Lindsay for restaurant ops, if you have somebody else for restaurant ops. But what I do is I send you all the information that I have from the past. All of my inventories from the 3 or 4 different places that I worked at. I will send you spreadsheets, and I will send you schedules for you guys to play around and see, check them out. I will also send you a beverage inventory with all the alcoholic items on it. So you want to include an alcoholic beverage menu on your project. Okay, so there's a lot of information that I like to share from my own personal experience of the place that I worked at with you guys. So it's very imperative for you guys to check your school email and take a look at that. My only suggestion would be is to thumb drives, right? Thumb drives. I know we live in the cloud world, but as we know, computer systems and everything crashes. I would suggest when I start sending you items, save them on thumb drives. Okay, you may need them down in the future. Yeah, I'm old school like that. Okay. 36 years in this business. I got a lot of stuff that I've worked on in this thumb drives and on hard copy. I'm a little bit old school like that, okay? What else? For the project. Yes. If you have a project, I know Mr. James had a question. He's got his recipes from bulk items. The recipe cost guys that I will send you is going to break him down. You're going to have to go in there and break him down per serving. We're looking into individual servings. So you're going to do a batch of 5 gallons of soup. How much a cup of soup is going to get out of that, and how much it's going to cost you to make, and how much it's going to cost you to sell. What is the retail price? Okay, just like a restaurant menu. You go to a restaurant menu, you go to an item, you're going to make it, and you're going to sell it. Okay. So, let me see if I can go ahead.
What I was saying for the final project and stuff, the way I worked out my business was like a service deli, you know, like cold cuts, cheeses and stuff like that. So I didn't really have any full recipes. So she just had me, I had Chef Lindsay. She had me cost it all down per serving, per everything for, you know, a giant block of cheese. Is that going to have to change for this final project?
If you have a giant block of cheese, you know how much cheese is your soup taking? Is it 1 ounce, 2 ounces? Then you're gonna have to cost it down, and add the cost of your recipe cost cards.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Any questions before I go to the next one?
No, carry on. Sorry.
All right, but guys, do ask questions, because again, this is gonna fly by real quickly, okay? And it's gonna come sooner than you think. So this is what the final project looks like. Again, I got a lot of screens. Can you guys see this where it says restaurant concept summary?
Can you go back one slide real quick?
One slide?
Can you go back one slide?
The grading?
Just the project overview. I was trying to get a picture of it. I was
Okay.
just a little bit late on it.
Here it is. Okay.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull the other one. Okay. Let me see if I can pull the other screen. No, can you guys see the next screen? I mean, the restaurant concept summary. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
All right, cool. So the restaurant concept summary, this is what I'm going to email you guys, okay? So this is what I'm emailing you guys, the restaurant concept summary. Here at the top, name of business. What are you calling it? Okay. I'm just going to say a fictional name, just like, I'm going to pick up Mr. Jesus. Kaiser Soze, it's restaurant, okay? If you guys know the name, it's from the movie Usual Suspects, okay? So you can name it whatever you want. Business ownership, what is it? Is it LLC? Is it Inc.? What kind of business ownership? Is it a writer? Huh?
Sorry to interrupt you, but like on my screen right now, all I see is just like a little line and just like black.
I thought it was just me.
I was like, I don't know what happened.
Me too.
Can you see it now?
There, that's better.
All right, cool. So restaurant concept summary. Top is the name of your business. What are you going to call it? Jade's House of Blues? I don't know, right? Business ownership. Is it LLC? Is it incorporated? What is it? Okay. Type of operation. Is it a restaurant, grill and bar, nightclub? What is it? Okay. Days open per week. How many days are you open per week? 5, 6, 7 hours of operation. Are you going to have breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner, or just dinner? Okay. Descriptive summary concept. We're going to go over that in class too, what that means. Okay. Your mission statement. Like McDonald's. What's McDonald's mission statement?
Do it fast. Try your best. No
Right,
one
guys? So you got to find out your mission statement. What are you gonna have for your mission statement for your project? Jay's House of Blues. One blue burger at a time. I don't know, blue cheeseburger at a time. You just make something up. Location. Where is the location going to be at? Where are you going to have it? Killeen, Temple, Austin, DC, San Francisco, New York. I had a student who wanted her concept inside Disney. So it was called Alice's Teacup. Okay. Education people or per house or per household or male and female. So this is the demographics. Okay, demographics. You're going to go to a CD dat dot dash data.com or something. I forget the website name, but you're going to go in there and figure out what demographics are it. Because you're going to figure out what's the education of the people, the household you're going to have in your business. Okay. The next one up. What is the target demographic? Okay. Or is this your location demographic? Okay. Style of service. Is it fast food? Is it a food truck? Is it a bistro? Is it a taco stand? What is it? Okay. Is it a casual fast food? Is it fine dining? What kind of establishment is it? Okay. Marketable features including theme, menu, style of products, services, preferred production techniques, seating capacity. Very important, guys. Does your place, is it a food truck? Well, how many seating, do you have any benches outside? How many do you expect to serve within for me from lunch from 11 to 2? Okay. If it's a fast food concept, just think about when you walk into Whataburger, how many people are in front of you? How many people are sitting down? How many people behind you? That should be your seating capacity. That should be your turnover. Okay. Estimated covers for lunch. Again, just like thinking Whataburger. How many in front? How many behind you? How many sitting down? That's your estimated for lunch. Estimated check average for lunch. If you look at the menu, what am I ordering off your menu? How many items? Is it 1, 2, 3? That's what I'm asking for. One starter, one menu, one dessert, one finish. Because if I'm going to walk into your restaurant, I'm going to order one of each. That is your check average. Okay. Estimated covers for dinner. How many covers are you planning to serve? Is it for dinner? Okay. Estimated check average for dinner. Estimated number of drinks served daily. You can just pop a number in there. How many beverages are you going to serve? Is it soft drink? Is it milk? Is it juice? Smoothies? Is it a raw bar? Is it alcoholic beverages? Whatever the case is. How many covers for dinner? What is the check average for the beverages? Okay. Are you charging $1.50 for a soft drink? Or are you charging $7.50 for a bottle of beer? Okay. Estimated number of drinks served daily. How many drinks are you going to serve on a daily basis? Okay. Estimated average drink price. Okay. All this information is very important because it's going to populate down the next tabs. Okay. So you need to put all this information correctly. If you don't, it won't populate for the next tabs. Down at the bottom here, it says SWOT analysis. Okay. You're going to pick, wherever you're going to find your location, you're going to pick 4 places. Your SWOT is your strengths, opportunities, weakness, and threats. So let's say I'm opening a food truck here in Austin. Okay. I'm going to pick a place and our South First Street is a little food truck trailer. I'm going to take a look at those 4 food trucks, see what they have to offer. Okay. See my strengths. No, see their strengths, see the opportunities, see the weaknesses, see the threats. So I'm going to type them in here. Okay. So you need 4. Okay. 4 and 3 of each one. Okay. Down at the bottom, your labor assumption. This is like the schedule. Okay. At the top, staffing duties. Okay. Your salary employees, chef, right? Chef, position duties, oversee the whole entire restaurant. Maybe you're going to pay him 55, maybe 6,000 a year. Okay. Front of the house, position, hostess, server 1, server 2, server 3. You can even do fictional name, Gordon Ramsay, I don't know, whatever. Okay. Duties, greet customers, offer menus, sit them down, hourly rate, how much you're going to pay per hour. Okay. Down at the bottom has another section, back of the house, position. Okay. Cook 1, cook 2, cook 3, prep cook, breakfast cook, banquet cook, dishwasher. Okay. What are the duties and how much you're going to pay them per hour? Okay. Next tab. This is where it's going to take you the most of your time. This is the recipe cost cards. Okay. I know. This is the fun part. Okay. This is where you, after you have your menu done, you're going to write your recipes in here. You're going to go item by item. You're going to cost them out. This part right here is going to take you the longest to figure it out. Okay. Now, the advantage that you're going to have, hopefully with me, is I'm going to shoot you guys inventories from my previous jobs that has, one job had about 55,000, the other one had about 20,000 and so forth, so on. You're going to have about 4 different kinds of inventories. for anything and everything you may look like. Yes, even for baking and pastries. You want to look at fondant. You want to look at fondant. You want to look at the cowboy chocolate. You want to look at some of those items that pastry kitchen that carries. They are in there. Okay. All you have to do is break it down. How much, what package it comes in. What is the price per case? How many come in a case? And what's all of that 2 ounces. You're not going to convert to grams. I know pastries, baking and pastries. You guys are used to working in grams. But I would suggest leave it in ounces, okay? I know, sarcasm, right? This is the fun part begins. So there are what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 recipes. 14 recipes. You can copy and paste and make another one because you got 15 items on your menu, okay? 15 items on your menu. This is where it takes most of the time. The pink areas is where you're not going to plug anything, okay? You're going to plug in, I don't know, here, tomatoes, weight, volume, count, and how much it costs, like a tomato, 5 cents a slice, okay? Next one up, this is your startup cost, okay? This is where you're going to plug in ovens, pizza oven, smoker, fryolator, griddle top, freezer, sandy buckets, whisk, knife, cutting boards, aprons, towels, hats, jackets, floor mats, trash cans, trash bags, gloves, hairnets, anything you can possibly think in a kitchen that has to needs to operate. You will plug them in here, and I will send you that information as well too. I have that all the info. Okay. As soon as you plug it in, it's going to tally down here at the bottom your total cost. Is going to be between 75,000 to 150,000, depending on the style of operation you want to create. Okay. Bottom, revenue assumptions. This populates from the beginning. All those numbers you're going to put in here are going to populate in revenue assumptions. Okay. So very important to plug in all the information. Go ahead. Another question. Your monthly P&L, the bottom here, bottom left-hand corner where it says profit, you need to take home about 20%, okay? The areas you're gonna fill in as the yellow highlighted ones, okay? Like January, is your business gonna be up and running, busy in January, or is it gonna be slow? Same thing with February, maybe it's here, it's gonna be mediocre, so maybe 50%, maybe February, where you got some baking and pastries, maybe 80, 90%, because Valentine's Day coming up, right? March, what is it March? Is it Easter? No, probably not, right? Maybe April. So what if in March? Yeah, you're running a summer operation, then March, you see your percentages run up, maybe 70%. April, Easter, May, we get the summer points, okay? Maybe your operation is gonna be more busy than January. Maybe January is gonna be slower time. Maybe you're gonna be operating at 35%. Maybe May, June, July is gonna be somewhere in the 80s and 90s, all the way down to December, okay? So percentages here, go in here, okay? Down at the bottom here, the midsection where it says food cost percentage, that is where you have your revenue assumptions, okay? You need to figure out, go ahead. You need to figure out what your food cost percentage is and plug it in here. Same thing with your beverage costs. Once you plug in all the information from all those first steps and all your recipe cost cards, your laborers, your chefs, your salary, hourly, all that jazz is going to populate. And this bottom line number here is what we're looking for. Your take-home pie, piece of the pie should be 20%. Okay, just keep in mind the labor and food costs total together is about 60% of your pie. Think about your profit at the end of the month. You got a whole pie, right? 60% goes to your labor and food costs. So if you can reduce your food costs, you can reduce your labor without squeezing too much and not killing your staff, then your piece of the pie is gonna be a little bit greater, okay? That is your, whatchamacallit, your final project. And I'm gonna be emailing you guys this, guys. You got so many questions on this one?
I got a question, Chef.
Answer, go ahead.
Yes, on this is gonna be Excel. The format it's gonna be provided, or we have to create it from scratch, like
No,
formulas and all that stuff, like restaurant apps.
No, I'm gonna email it to you guys. You guys will have it to work with.
Okay.
You're not going to create. Okay.
Okay. So the mainframe, we could call it like that. The mainframe will be there. We just
Correct.
gotta add on whatever we gotta add on.
Bingo. Bingo.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to share with you what the project looks like once it's filled in. Okay.
Hurt.
So this right here, okay, is what it looks like. Okay. This is from a baking and pastry student. Okay. She called it Patty and Easy's LLC Bakery Candy Shop. Okay. Max, a little bit here. See what it says. Okay. It's a lot more hidden here. Okay. Oh shoot, it's a lot more in here. There you go. Type of operation: bakery candy shop. Days open per week, 7. Descriptive summary of concept: bakery and candy shop open early for custom order pickups and open later for dessert and late night snacks. There will be places in and out of the shop to sit and enjoy ice cream with toppings mixed in, as well as ice cream and floats are available to be made. Candy can be scooped into a bag and priced by the ounce. Older style candy and knickknacks will be sold for children and adults. Okay. Next one up says mission statement: produce a variety of made from scratch and delicious products every single day. Okay. Location: she chose Temple. That's where she's from. Okay. Temple, Texas. Next one up. Demographics: income 64,000. Home prices 173.5. Education: students in private schools grades 1 to 8. People of household 2.7. Male to female ratio. Median age 34.6. Is this a target demographic? Children and young adults. Style of service: self-serve. Marketable feature including old style candy shop mixed with, see if I can unhide that, mixed with a modern touch. Right. Old style candy shop mixed with a modern touch. Chalkboard menu with all our ice creams, snacks and beverages. Name stands for all the candies. Informative and helpful customer service. Indoor and outdoor seating. Glass walls showing candy production. Okay. Seating capacity 10. Estimated covers for lunch 80. Check average 15. Dinner, estimated covers for dinner 180. A little bit quite aggressive. Check average for dinner $18. Number of drinks served daily 250. Average drink price $260. Next tab. This is her menu. Okay. Cookies, ice cream, fudge. Okay. Cake balls from scratch, scones, beverages. That's her menu. Okay. This is her logo. Design. She went and added a tab and what her concept, what her project, what a concept will look like inside, from the seating to the display, to the lights, to the windows on the outside, what they see, to the seating outside, what color she's going to use, what kind of containers, cups, spoons, what it's going to look like inside the kitchen, inside the store, the mixers, okay, the equipment, okay. And you can find all that in Google. Just Google whatever you're looking for, copy and paste, and put it on your project. Demographics, okay. Here are the demographics. Races and zip codes, distribution of medium household income, educational attainment, 2017, class of workers, distribution of resident ages, okay. Temple of tax population pyramid, okay. And religion. SWOT analysis, next one up, okay. She was having a hard time finding places that would be comparable to her, so we worked it together. And one was a Sweet Confections Cafe and Bakery in Temple, Texas, okay. The strength was serving savory breakfast for lunch and meals, offer special orders and special events. Weaknesses: in a bad location, not easy to access, not all pictures available are worth posting. Hours of operation are not fitted well with the daily businesses. Opportunity: better advertising and larger signs. Threats: made from scratch cookies daily. And this is an actual business. If you look at Sweet Confections Cafe and Bakery in Temple, you'll find it. And that's what they have, okay? Another one, Small Cakes and Bakery. That's their strengths, that's their weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The next one up, Candy and More. Same process. Worm Cookie Company. That's that little kiosk in the mall. So those are the things that she was looking for her project as far as the weaknesses, strengths, and the other threats. Labor assumptions. Okay, again, this is where you're going to plug in staffing, kitchen manager 1, 2, head baker, product control, make sure lineups are up to date. 41,000, 21,000, that's their yearly wage. Hourly employees, front of the house, cashier 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold amazing customer service, how much you getting paid for an hour. Back of the house, okay. Baker 1, 2, 3, 4. Candy maker 1, 2, 3. Dish 1, 2, and 3. What are their responsibilities? How much he's paying him an hour. Okay. These are all the recipes. Yes, fun part. See my cheesy smile? Fun part. Okay. Fun part. So these are all the recipes. Okay. And again, she's got them. Let me can zoom in one of them right here. Okay. I'll open this one a little bit more so you can see what's inside. Here we go. Okay. So this one is for the espresso brown butter cookies. Okay. Butter, brown sugar, granulated sugar, salt, eggs, yolks, vanilla bean paste, Greek yogurt, all-purpose flour, baking soda, espresso powder, chocolate chunks. How much? 8 of each, 8 ounces, 11 cents an ounce, and it populated everything. So 88 cents. All the way down to sugar, to all these prices that you see, AP right here, is what you're going to get out of the inventory that I'm going to send you guys. The inventory has everything you can possibly ever imagine on this inventory sheets. This is going to be the bulk of your project, okay? Once everything's done, it populates cost per portion. Okay? Cost, total recipe cost right here. And you're going to divide it by G3, so 36 servings. So this recipe makes 36. So this formula right here, when you see it, I don't know if you can see right here. So C3 is divided by G3, and it gives a total cost of 25 cents each. So just the menu price down at the bottom, okay? Down at the formula bar right here, it says has N3 divided by G4. So it's N3 divided by G4, and that's a suggested retail price. That is suggesting you. Now, you may go on the menu and price it more according to your competition. It may be higher than that, it may be lower. If it's higher, more awesome. If it's lower, you're going to have a higher food cost, okay? So those are the 14 recipes, all that here, okay? To the homemade vanilla bean ice cream, to the chocolate taffy, to the butterscotch hard candy, to the peanut butter pretzel fudge, divinity, strawberry lemon cake balls, okay? Your setup cost, okay? This is going to take a minute or two to make this final one too, okay? So in this one, 2 ovens, okay? Total cost each one, 14,000 according to the Webstron online store, okay? Stoves 1, immersion blender 1, RoboCoupe, we call it RoboCop. Pots and pans, spatula, stainless steel bowls, sheet trays full, mixer, freezer, quart, scoops, you name it, all the way down to, what is it? Deep freezers, scoops, hand sinks, mops, dustpans, wax, paper, cake ball liners, batch roller, towels, even the hours of operation sign, pour container, pine container, bench scraper, paper towel dispenser, a safe, hood vents, money envelopes, 77,000. Okay. So you're going to find all this information at the Webstron's page. That's going to take a minute to fill in too. Revenue assumptions, everything's going to get populated. Okay. The last piece of the puzzle here is the monthly P&L statement. Okay. This bottom line profit is what you get to take home. That's your money in your pocket, okay? So when you see it above 20%, you're making bank. Now you can afford the nice vacation. Now you can afford the nice yacht. Okay. That's what we're looking for. The bottom line number, once all said and done, to be at least 20% or above. Any questions?
I had a question.
Answer.
So I know this is like a lot, but could we also do standardized recipes if we wanted to?
Like, what do you mean standardized recipes?
Like write out the recipe, like the yield, how it's supposed to be put up after like you made it and stuff, and it's just there in the restaurant or kitchen or whatever. Tools and stuff that you're going to use for it, writing out directions, how you're going to make it and stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. Like a regular standardized recipe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. It is a lot. It's more than what the portal has on the whatchamacallit, on the homepage. But again, this is entrepreneurship. So if you guys have taken the restaurant ops, similar to it, but a little bit different. And again, you're going to have the tools, because I'm going to email it to you guys. You're going to have this blank spreadsheet. I'm not going to send you this full one. Ms. Julia, I know Jay has his. You can take a look. Maybe he can share with you, see what he done. I know he's got an awesome project. I don't have it here on my PC to show what he did, but he can show you exactly what he did. Okay. Now.
Cool beans.
Yeah, so ask him to share it. He'll share with you. He's got a cool project. He even got a website. So that's your project. Okay. Now you may do more for your project, and then if you do more, you're gonna incur some extra credits. Okay. This is what I'm looking for. But should you go above and beyond the regular Call of Duty, you like that name? Okay. You can do a slideshow presentation. Okay. And attach the links to your slideshow presentation.
Jeff, I got a question.
Answer.
Yes, sir. When I did my restaurant ops, we pretty much base everything on, like Walmart prices, commercial stuff, I guess, or research. But I would like to know if it's any way, like, that you guys know places that we can go maybe to get, cheaper prices and stuff like that. Because obviously we're not gonna, when we go in this thing, we're not gonna buy stuff in Walmart because it will be expensive.
No.
Like, sites or stuff like that can base my prices, like more, like more accurate prices, like something like if I want to buy, used equipment, well, I go to eBay, or if I want to buy, my groceries, or, somewhere that I can mess around. I mean, not necessarily order, but at least get an idea how much will be with a merchant or, private, distributor, something like that.
Yes, I'm going to put the webpage link on the chat. Okay. So you guys can go and check it out. If you guys have not had a chance to do so. Okay. On the chat, that's the link. Okay. And that's commercial equipment. That's not Walmart. That's not Target. That's not Sam's or Costco. Okay. Macaroons are good. You have the vein popping in your forehead. Macaroons. So that's the website for you guys to take a look at, and they have everything, the kitchen sink included. Okay. So you can take a look at it and start building your project. Okay. So again, you want to create a slide, you're going to earn extra credits. Okay. So here's a slide from one of the projects. Okay. God, I wish I had Jay's slide. Maybe he still has it. He can email it to me, and I'll post it up.
He still hasn't. He just sent it to me, so, and he heard that, so he can send it to you.
Oh, I'm gonna send you the website too, I think.
All right. So there you go, guys. If you guys create a website as well too, okay, and attach to it. This one is. Let's see if I can open it. No, one let me open it. You can create a website and attach to your slide. Okay, that's extra credits, guys, and I do give extra credits for going the extra mile. Okay.
Would you be my little quarantine? Or is this the way?
Emma, you're unmuted.
Sorry.
She's got talent. Okay.
Don't encourage her.
Girl, what you doing in culinary school?
So,
Voice like that.
do you guys have any questions about this project? Oh yeah, he's my pup. That's my security guard.
I have mine too.
That's what was making all that noise. Jeez.
Yep.
I thought it was a big boy.
That was
Saying
a
it with a
little
chest.
dog with a big voice.
I want to see the dog.
He's a pit bull terrier. He's 48 pounds, so nothing but muzzles.
Aww. Mine's
Nipples
a
are the best.
mine's a long-haired Chihuahua. She's lazy.
I got 3.
Nice.
Ugh.
I used to have 3: a lab coon hound mix, a border collie shepherd mix, and a boxer shepherd mix. Now I got a pit bull terrier. Yeah, so that's what's making the noise. So
What's
that
the
is
pit bull's name?
his name is Roby. I chose Roby because my last 3 dogs, the one I just told you guys, the lab coon hound was name is Pancho. The border collie shepherd was name is Bandit, and the border boxer shepherd was Rufus. So Roby, R for Rufus, O for Pancho, B for Bandit, and the Y, Roby. So that is your project for the end of this blog. Any questions about it? I know it's a lot, but again, I'm going to send you guys that information that I have slated for you guys. Okay.
Chef, I have a question.
Answer.
So will we have like regular assignments every day on top of the final project?
Yes, the ones that are on the portal. If I do give you assignments, I will let you guys know during class. Hey, here's the link to this video. Go and watch it and give me your notes for tomorrow, before tomorrow's class. Okay. For today, there's no video to watch, but there will be some that I need you guys to watch. So you guys give me your comments on it. Okay.
Okay.
So I know it seems like a lot, but again, it's kind of similar to restaurant apps, but it's not the same. Okay. Oh, my chat go. I lost my chat. Okay. So that's your final project. Okay. Now I'm going to pop in and see what your final project is worth to let you guys know what you're looking at and how it's all broken down by category. Okay. Where is it? That in it. Yes, and it will take time to complete this project. Where'd it go?
Jeff, I got a question.
Go ahead.
In this class, are we gonna cover like any like legal procedures like for businesses? You know what I mean, like license and stuff like that?
We can go with that. I can definitely cover that. There's a lot of legalities, including labor. So we're going to go talk about labor on week 2. We're going to go over that on week number 2. Okay. So here on the screen, okay, is what your final project is worth. Okay. Your concept page, 16 points. Your menu, 8 points. Logo, 8 points. Your decor page, tables, chairs, plates of what you guys saw, 6 points. Demographic charts, 10 points. Your SWOT analysis, 12. Your standard recipe cost card, 16 points. Labor assumptions, 10 points. Okay. Your startup costs, 6 points. And your monthly P&L is 8 points. Any thoughts?
Jalen says he just sent you everything that he had for his project. Should you feel the need to share it with us? Really try it.
What do you guys think?
Look good. I forgot how to talk English. Looks good.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
It's going to be a lot of work, and like I said, we're going to dedicate at least part of week 4, definitely week 5, and then week 6 to your project. So we will do a little bit of lecture, but I'm going to try to cut it short so we can dedicate to your project.
When we're doing these projects, are we going to be doing these with the class time we have?
Yes, that's why I'm dedicating more than just a few days. I'm going to
Okay, I
dedicate
got you.
part of week 4, week 5, and then week 6. So definitely week 5, all 5 days in class to work on your project, because like I said, it's a lot of work. So as you're working on your project, you're going to share your project with me through Google Docs. You can email it or share it, and I'm going to be able to watch and see you guys how you're working on it live and answer any questions at the same time while helping you guys navigate through this process. How to cost it out, what to look out for items in inventory, what do they call, how much they come in the pack size. And even if we can't find nothing, I'm sure I'll be able to find something comparable or similar to what you're looking for. If you can't find cod, then maybe there's another fish that we can substitute for cod. Okay.
Are we still going to be doing our Friday ritual?
Maybe. I don't know how the whole class will feel about that.
Just had to ask.
Somebody might get offended.
So, Chef, so
Yes.
on this class, we're going through Google Docs.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So overall points to your project equals to 100 points. And that is 20% of your overall grade. Okay. So when we go on day 28, you guys will pick who you get, when you're gonna go. You'll have your project shared. I'll pop it up on the screen. We'll go slide by slide or page by page. You'll say next, and you'll talk about it. And I'll say next, and I'll go ahead and click on it, and you can finish the project. At the end of the class, I will tally all the scores and enter them on the portal, and I will notify you guys when the overall score has been completed and done. Any thoughts? Comments? Questions? Before we move on?
I have a question.
Answer.
I don't know if you've mentioned this because I spaced out for like 5 seconds, but are any of the documents you've shown us, like, are we able to access them in some way?
Yes, I will email them to you. That's why I'm saying check your school email, because every document that like this one, this is Jace, by the way. I'm going to send you a blank document so you can build it as you see here on the screen.
Okay, yeah, that's what I missed.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to send you some other items too, so you guys can have for just in case of emergencies, or just for you guys to keep. I know you guys still went through restaurant operations. I know you guys created spreadsheets on schedules and what have you not. So I will share what I have with you guys as well. So when you guys go in the future, if you guys come across certain items that you guys know what this, how to make it, how to work them, and how to go about it. Okay. Any thoughts? Any questions?
How are you doing today, Chef?
How am I doing?
Yeah, how are you doing? That's my question.
I'm doing great. You know why? I'm excited because some of you guys have had it in the kitchens before. Some of you guys have did not. So I'm doing great because I get excited to be able to pour that information on to you guys, so you guys to grab it and run with it, and then make some awesome projects. So I'm excited. I will be more excited when we're in the kitchen, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Gotta keep it safe.
The heck out of that.
Right, Chubbs?
Yes, Chef.
So this is Jay's project. I know he's signing somewhere in the back. He called it J Balance. He was having a hard time finding a name for his project. What else? Healthy foods, catering a business. And his one of his threats, one of his sworn honors was the Vanilla Orchid. Vanilla Orchid is run and operated by the former chef instructor, Chef Molly, and she does catering in town. So demographics, as you can see. And think about Jay. Every day I kept on asking him, Jay, where you at? Jay, where you at? Where's your project? Where's your project? Not sharing. Welcome. Where is it? And last minute, boom, he made it happen. So I know you guys are gonna be like that too. But in this case, you know, since we're online, I'm gonna ask you guys to share so I can see where you guys, how you guys are working. So this is his part of his menu, Jay Balance, personal chef, catering to your healthy fitness needs. And actually, his project, it came out off the hook. J Balance Catering, that's his logo. That's what kind of uniform he's going to have in his restaurant. Back of the house, design and color. That's what, you know, his vision is, and I'm all for it. SWOT analysis, again, the pink avocado, vanilla orchid, Royal Fig Catering here in Austin, Craig Catering, labor assumptions, his managers, front of the house, back of the house, nicely plugged in. All his recipes, yes, the fun part. I know he remembers. I know he's went to restaurant ops too. Startup cost and the monthly. Let me see the startup cost. Startup cost came up to be. Oh, I didn't tally it. Did it? No, I didn't tally it. Must have missed that. And the monthly P&L statement, he was down 6.6%. It should have been 20%. So he was not making enough money. Should have been 20%. So that's your final project. What it entails. So again, be on the lookout because I will be sharing that information with you guys through your school email. Okay. Any questions so far? I know it's a lot, but then again, it's you're gonna have time. We're gonna dedicate that total whole week 4, the last days of the week 5, and also part of week week 5, part of week 4 and week 6. So we're gonna go in, come in, and start working on your project. So as soon as you get that information, look at it, go over it. If you have any questions, do ask. Because again, if you guys have not done restaurant ops, it may be a totally new project for you guys, especially the spreadsheets and costing out a recipe. If you guys have the restaurant ops, yeah, it'll be one of those fun times, right, Ms. Jade?
Yep, fun times.
So that's your that's your final project, all in a nutshell. Okay. So week 1, again, we went intro, entrepreneurship, expectation, final project, knowledge checks, reading assignments. We're going to go with some ethics tomorrow. Week 2, we're going to talk about management styles. Day 7, decision makings, delegation. 8, training, creating a job, motivation, discipline. Kind of what you guys went on restaurant ops. Week 3, managing labor. It's a big one because labor can consume your costs in that piece of the pie, maybe not 20%, because your labor, if you don't fix it, you can run into overtime. You don't figure overtime in your schedule, it can eat you up. Okay. Receiving and storage, building a standardized recipe, costing sheets, a menu, contributing margins, food cost percentages, if the spreadsheets, inventories, and then week 4, managing inventory. And then we're going to be talking more into your project. We're going to grab the bulls by the horn and we're going to start working on your project. Week 5, we're going to be dedicating it to your project. And then week 6 is when you guys are going to present. Guys, let me tell you that this class goes by really, really fast. Really fast. Okay. Before you know it, it'll be day of presentation. Any thoughts? Don't be afraid. Be very afraid. All right. So if not, let's go over. We got about 20 minutes. Let's see if we can touch on today's slide. Oh, day 1. Okay. Maybe pop it on the screen. We go over it real quick. Okay. We already covered some of this area. That's my number, just in case you guys didn't catch it. Okay. What else? We talk about that. Talk about that. Let's go to the beginning. Entrepreneurship, day one, right? This is day one. Before you know, they did 29. I know, buddy. Hold on. His schedule changed, so he's looking at me like with this starving, innocent face. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'll feed him in a few minutes. So entrepreneurship, okay. This guy's name is what's his name? I forgot his name. Oh, David Nealon. He founded JetBlue Airlines in February 1999. You guys know his story? Okay. I'm going to read it like if I was him. So he said, I started my first business at age 11, selling tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and squash that I grew for myself. He said it was all planted from seed on a tiny plot of land behind our 2-bedroom house in Okemos, Michigan. My main venture yielded a number of useful lessons that have stayed with me throughout 40 years of my career business. My customers, or relevant market, as I have since learned from to call them, living in a small dirt road subdivision not far from the house. Okay, relevant market. By summer's end, we had a dozen regular buyers to whom we brought produce to cook for our family dinner. His delivery fleet was a radio flyer wagon. Believe it or not, that was his first delivery fleet right here. Okay, this was an old radio flyer wagon, which he piled high with vegetables before we made the neighborhood rounds, so every other day. He said his angel investor was his dad, his father, not so much of a venture financier as a dad supporting a son. He advanced me the capital of seeds and fertilizer, allowed me to access water supply and provided a no-cost equipment lease. That is, he let me borrow a single hoe. So angel investors, there are angel investors out there. Okay, maybe a little bit more tighter now with the money than they used to be. Okay. So his supply chain was the town's hardware store. That's where he used to buy his products. Okay. His supply chain was a hardware store. He said, my sole employee was my ordinary 6-year-old brother who regularly threatened to quit. I'm going to quit. But at the end of the summer, we took a full, he said, by the end of the summer, we took a full accounting. Our income statement, after all expenses showed up, a kingly sum of $14. $14. That's his profit and loss. Okay. After everything was paid. Okay. Not too different return from the work in the airline industry. This year, this early taste of success was exciting, and I wanted more. 50 years later, and I have started half a dozen companies, provided growth capital more than 100 others, served on many boards, taught thousands of MBAs, how to manage a young enterprise. But most of what I know about launching, nurturing, and running a business, I learned during the humid Michigan summer in 1958. So there are some principles of good business that became clear right away that I have learned to more important since then. So first, said, don't expect immediate seed stage results. In other words, when you open up a restaurant, how long is it before you can start making money? What's the average timeline?
6 months or 1 year.
2 years? Better.
3 to 4 years.
6 months. If you're diligent on your labor and food costs, and you watch what's coming through your back door, and have a recipe, standardized recipes, cost cards, and on top of your game, what's coming in your invoices, what are you purchasing, what are you selling, how much are you paying, who's being productive, who's not being productive, you can start making money after 6 months. So once you start your business, you need to have some money saved so you can survive for at least 6 months without having any income coming into your pocket. Remember that. Enough money. So you got to do the math and figure out how much money you need to survive for 6 months without having any income coming. Usually, it used to be back in 02, 03, I figured out it was $7,000 to survive for 6 months. That was in 02, 03. I was already in that mindset. How much do I have to have in the bank to be able to survive with no job for 6 months? 7,000 might be more than that today, right? Okay. So again, don't expect immediate seed stage results. Crops take time to germinate. Plant extra seeds, strengthen the crop, and expect stronger plants to reach maturity. Don't dig up carrots to see they're still growing. Have faith in the cycle. Pray the rain and sun won't make your luck by weeding and watering. Harvesting vegetables. Don't keep harvest the vegetable. Don't keep long. If you want it too long to, if you wait too long to discount your price inventory, you end up with eating it. In other words, you're gonna go rot, right? Gardening is nurturing. Sells everything. Be frugal. Timing is everything. Make your inventories get some dollars. Okay. In other words, if you're sitting on inventory, it's not good, right? You're sitting on prime real estate. Push it out the door. Make sure you generate money for the inventory. That's why you see a lot of restaurants offer the chef's feature, right? That means they're cleaning out their freezer, they're cleaning out their coolers. They're trying to get rid of that inventory. Okay. So what is an entrepreneurship? Okay. What is an entrepreneur? Anybody?
Somebody that has an idea or a dream and follows through on it and makes, capitalizes off of that and makes a living out of it.
Right.
What's like somebody that got the desire to create a business on its own.
Right. Somebody that decides to create a business, right? So I know some of you guys, I talked to you guys and mentioned this before. Here in town, there is a guy called the Soup Peddler. Might ring a bell to some of you guys, might not.
What?
It's called the Soup Peddler, okay, in Austin. The Soup Peddler back in 02, 03 was unemployed, had no money, had no car. His friends loved him because he knew how to make soups, all kinds of soups. Very flavorful, awesome hot soups. So they started asking him, could he make some soups and deliver them to their work sites? So with having no car, he will make, he'll make some soup batches at his kitchen in his apartment, get on his bike. He had one of those little bikes that had the 2 wheels in the back in the basket, and he would pedal his way to the work sites and deliver those soups. His friends, co-workers got a taste of the soups, liked him so much that they started requesting, can he make them some soups too? And they're paying some money. Lo and behold, his business started to grow. Now, I think about a couple of years ago, I know I still listen to this several classes, I was looking on Indeed.com, and he had 3 locations, and he was hiring for an executive chef. Not going homeless, being unemployed with no money and peddling soups to his friends, 3 or 4 locations. Now, if you look at the Soup Peddler online, he now delivers. Now he's got salads, sandwiches, beverages, all kinds of things. Okay, entrepreneur, a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on a financial risk to do so. Okay, Webster Dictionary says a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on financial risk to do so. That's what Webster Dictionary says. Famous entrepreneurs, right? We all know who this guy is, right? He said the biggest risk is not taking any risks in the world that's changing really quickly. The only strategy is that guaranteed to fail is not taking a risk, right? Mark Zuckerberg, sitting pretty rich, right? Top of a jam, in amount of money. What about Dave Thomas? Okay. He was adopted at birth, and his adopted mom died when he was about 5. 2 more mothers died before he was 10. Bad luck. His father moved from the family from Fort Wayne, Indiana, after remarried again. At 15, his father wanted to leave Fort Wayne, but Dave did not. So he dropped out of school. And in 10th grade, he began working full-time. He actually owned a Colonel Sanders fried chicken establishment in Columbus, Ohio. And by the age of 35, he sold his franchises back to the headquarters for 1.5 million. Okay. After complaining that he will not find a decent hamburger in Columbus, he opened his first Wendy's restaurant named after the youngest of his 5 children. Within 10 years, he grew to over 1,000 franchises. He worked through his life to promote the adoption of children. He founded the J. Thomas Foundation for Adoption. President George Bush named him the national spokesman for adoption issues. Since he did not finish high school, he hired a tutor and passed his high school equivalency exam, the GED, in 1993. He died January 8, 2002. Entrepreneur, right? J. Thomas. Debbie Fields, right? Another one. Debbie Fields is the founder of Mrs. Fields Cookies. The business was started in 1977 in Palo Alto, California, my stomping grounds. I know exactly what it is. As Miss Fields Chocolate Chippery, the name was changed to the company that began to diversify beyond the venerable chocolate chip. The company grosses over $300 million from over 1,000 outlets in 9 countries. At the age of 20, Mrs. Fields decided to being a housewife wasn't enough, and despite family, husband, and friends, and bakers who said no with cookie breath and their lips smeared with chocolate, she managed to get a loan for cookies, managed to get a loan. Her husband, Randy, said she wouldn't sell $50 for the cookies the first day. After several hours of the shop with no sales, as any good entrepreneur would do, she took to the street. She assembled a tray of cookies and started to offer samples to passers-by. By the end of the day, she ran $75 in sales. Her husband, Randy, will later become an integral part of her company's growth. As the business grew, Miss Debbie was very conscious of the regular customers when she would often have coffee and cookies ready when they were arrived, making a feel special and as an important ingredient in her recipe success. In fact, on the advice of her persistent of her loyal employees, that she opened additional stores. The company based in Utah now, the Fields residents within 2 daughters, she has enjoyed tremendous level of success and now employs over 5,000 people. Debbie Fields speaks to many good groups and publishes Good Cook, book entitled I Love Chocolate. She's involved in many philanthropic causes. Her present responsibilities in company's operations, management, new product development, public relations, and of course, brand name management. She has a couple of quotes. She said, I knew I loved making cookies, and every time I did, I made people happy. That was my business plan. We all have here we all have one common denominator here. That is food. Doesn't matter if it's pastry, doesn't matter if it's culinary arts. All have one common denominator, food. Okay. Her second quote, I knew I had something special when my customers started calling in sick. Right? What about this one? You know who she is, right? I should spread up with Snoop Doggy Dogg. I leave you with 2 quotes from her. She said, I knew I loved making cookies, and every time I did, I made, no, that's not her. Martha Stewart was born on August 3rd, 1941 in Jersey City, New Jersey. Stewart rose to prominence as the author of cookbooks of cooking, entertainment, and decorating. She then expanded her brand to include magazine and television programs, serving as CEO of Martha Stewart on the media. Stewart resigned her post in 2002 following the charges of insider trading, which she was subsequently convicted. Anywho, we leave it at Martha Stewart. Okay. Did you guys have any questions about your final project? Okay. I'm going to shoot you that spreadsheet. But alongside that, I'm going to shoot you guys some inventory spreadsheets and beverage sheets. Take a look at them. Okay, take a look at the final project, the one I just showed you. Okay, the blank one. Now, if you do have to make a mistake, go ahead and start playing with it. Go file, save as, maybe date it, today's date, and then keep the one I sent you as a master. So you mess up the formulas, you got the master one to go back and look at it and see what's wrong with it. Okay. But again, we're going to dedicate half of week 4, definitely week 5, and the last part of week 6 for your final project. Like I said, the recipe cost cards is what's going to take you the longest to make and to cost out. Everything else is you got to figure out your restaurant concept, your logo, you got to make your menu, your labor standards, your open let's see, your opening costs of what your equipment, and then you go from there. You guys have any questions? Again, if there's any projects on the portal, go ahead and take them and read the items. I'll go check later on tonight or tomorrow morning before we start class. If there's any knowledge checks, I will open it, all of them, all the way down through week 6, and I will close it to a certain date, just like I do the knowledge conversion quizzes. And then we'll let you guys know, hey, the knowledge checks are open. You got until X date to take them. Make sure you take it, because if you don't, they might drop your your grade average. Okay. Any questions, guys?
Chef,
No, Chef.
I got a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Can we expect in this class some real life, learning, like in the business? That's what I mean, the ugly parts. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I hear, the menu, that stuff, but I didn't feel anything on the restaurant apps about, like permits, location, all that stuff, the legal stuff, it matters to me. I mean, matters. I mean, I think, can we expect some of that on this class?
You can expect to be a better business owner, a better operator. Okay. So on your final project, I'm going to ask you, and you can make if you want to, you can make a schedule, a different schedule spreadsheet, or you can use mine. And I'm going to ask you, okay, what is your labor percentage running at? Okay. On your menu, you're going to cost of the recipes, but I would like to see a cover sheet explaining your overall food cost recipe, because you, as the owner, as the operator, I'm going to ask you, okay, what is your labor percentage running at? What is your food cost percentage running at? You should know those numbers top of your head. Okay. If we're going to go over labor, we're going to go over food cost percentages. We're going to go over that. So what you should get out of this is how to be a better business owner, manager, and how to understand operations better. Because in this business, you can be, and I'm going to put it very bluntly, guys, and I'm going to use the cuss word here. Once a chef said this to me once. He said, you can be the hottest chef in the world, shooting sparks out of your ass. But if you can't make those numbers, somebody's going to come behind you and take your job. So the goal here is for you guys to learn and know the numbers and how to keep those numbers down. Because when you guys are the chefs, sous chefs, and executive chefs, it is up to you guys to make money and to keep those numbers down. That is the name of the game. If you don't know that, then we have not succeeded.
And that's where I come from, Chef. I mean, because a lot of, for example, I mean, I can't give you a many examples, but one of them, I mean, just for on top of my mind, I mean, a lot of people, I mean, most of the employees sometimes are under the table, and, well, it is a reality, and that's what I see. And, I would like to know, span on that area, like my limits and my left and right limits. You know what I mean?
When you pay people on the table, you're running a lot of risk. First of all, with the Homeland Security Department, because when you hire somebody, you're supposed to check their I-9 against the system, make sure that they have the legal documentation to work in the U.S. If you hire somebody that is not, you're going to pay those penalties by the Homeland Security and the Department of Labor. If you pay them cash on the table, you're not paying taxes to the IRS. There's a lot of legalities that you need to be aware of. So you got to play by the book. You got to make your I's dotted, make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed.
Heard, Chef. Heard.
Okay. So yes, be on the lookout for those informations. I will send to you guys. So like I said, the goal for this class is to hopefully make you guys stronger, better operators and understand numbers. So if you guys are presented with the P&L spreadsheet, you guys can decipher it and see what the numbers, all those numbers mean. I can show you a couple of ones too. I can share with you guys, but that's what the goal is, to create a menu, cost it out, know what the food cost percentage is, know where you're sitting on your labor percentage is, know what it costs to open up a restaurant, and know what it costs to maintain it, and how to understand numbers in a better sense. That is the main goal. Because like I say, you can make a recipe left and right. You can make ramen noodles, you can make pho, you can make barbecue, you can make a barbecue sauce, you can make muffins, you can make cupcakes, you can make a chocolate cake. But if you can't turn that into a profit, then we have a problem, right? Any
Jeff, I
questions?
got a question. You, by any chance, do you know the technique to convert recipes? Like, you know, like my type of cooking is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I had a lot of issue in my last class to convert that. Because I mean, shit,
So
that's the way. Well, do you got a technique for that? You know, like pass that old stuff, you know, and convert. You know, because I have an issue with that. I mean, my flavor is uncommon with, you know, I don't know, whatever it tastes.
yeah, so the best way to do so is have a recipe, write it down, okay? For example, maybe you want to make some mofongo, right? Write everything that is going to take to make mofongo, right? And then cost it out, okay? And then go back and taste it. If it doesn't taste right, adjust the recipe. Whatever you add to it, write it down, and then cost it out. That's how you're going to make money.
Bert.
Okay. Any questions, guys? Ladies, gentlemen, men? All righty then. Then we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Same bad time, same bad channel. Be on the lookout for that information. I'm going to send you a whole bunch of information to make you better business owners, better operators, and how to make you guys make money. Got it? Bye, guys. Leave it open for the next 5 minutes.